In regards to COVID-19 or the coronavirus, we sent out a letter that's very similar to what a lot of the feeder schools have sent out, and basically a lot of the schools across the state. We're getting regular updates from the Illinois Department of Public Health as well as the Illinois State Board of Education. So a lot of that is pre-formatted from their advice and what they're recommending. We are working with legal counsel on a few things. We have a meeting this Friday with the three feeder superintendents, myself, Matt Buckley from the Village of Riverside, just to kind of discuss a communication and a plan in the event that we do have any cases. We are working with, as I stated earlier, we're working with the attorneys. I'm meeting with the staff tomorrow, but we're working with the attorneys. They have a couple other school districts that they've worked with where they're doing a self-reporting document where they're asking any parents who are planning on traveling out of the country for spring break or sometime prior to the end of the school year to self-report that to the district, so we're aware of that. And this way, as we're following, we'll have that list of countries people are visiting in the event that those jump to level 2 or level 3 on the CDC's travel notifications that are going out. And in the event we have to ask somebody to self-quarantine, we'll have that list of people who are planning on traveling or are coming back to the country. So all that's in the developmental stages. We've worked on some of that earlier this week, and we're hoping to have that out to parents and finalized by the end of this week. And like I said, I have a staff meeting tomorrow, so I will be talking with the staff about those plans as well. As also, I sent an email today with an invitation to the staff for tomorrow's staff meeting, but just reminded staff members that they need to plan accordingly as they're doing their daily lesson plans and weekly lesson plans. They should keep in the back of their mind that in the event that we do get a confirmed case, we could be asked to shut down or have to shut down for several days on short notice, and we would then go to our e-learning plan, and that's what the state's working with a lot of districts on that don't have an e-learning plan. So we would go to an e-learning plan. So I just sent a reminder to staff, and I'll remind them again tomorrow that as you're preparing your curriculum or your content for the next 7 or 10 days before spring break, we should be prepared in the event that we do have to go to an e-learning schedule. Should we have any confirmed cases or should some things progress.
So we're asking them to do a 10-day or 14-day plan?
The teachers?
Yeah.
The only reason I'm saying 10 days is we have like 3 days left this week and a week,
Right.
5 days next week. So that's the only reason not that it's tied to any specific. And then we're off for spring break.
Right.
So I just want them to be prepared to, when we get to spring break, that if in the event we had to shift to e-learning days, they could.
Right. And they should prepare for that. Should be prepared.
Are we considering, I got an email from Southwest, and Southwest just wanted to assure, its flyers that they do clean the plane. They spend, a lot of time cleaning the planes, and that they have been using a hospital grade in the lavatories, but they brought that out and they use it everywhere. Would we want to consider during spring break maybe doing a little extra cleaning or something like that?
So Kristen and I have been meeting with Joel. We meet with Joel every Tuesday, but we are using already a hospital-grade sanitizer on lavatories, high traffic areas. We're doing additional wipe downs. We're installing a few extra hand sanitizers in high traffic areas where there already are hand sanitizers, but we're putting a few other ones, student calf, athletic areas. And Joel is keeping us up the breast with what his Aramarks, because they're a nationwide company, they're in other countries as well. So they have a full-blown plan on, they clean hospitals, they're doing a lot. So we have a plan in place with Aramark in the event if we had any confirmed cases, things we would do, things we can do over spring break. So we'll touch base with him again. That's a great idea. If there's any additional cleaning or different things that need to be done, spring break would be an ideal time. The building is still used. It's not like the building's closed during spring break because of all of our spring sports.
Classes are.
But classroom, sure.
But maybe we could also put on the website, just, you mentioned that you're already using a hospital grade and you've started to do a little extra cleaning. Maybe we could put like a little.
Yeah, that's in the letter that's going out to families
Okay.
about the self-reporting that we prepared this week, for this week.
Because that way they know you're proactive and that you're doing it.
And Hector, I'm 99% sure in that letter that we created with Dave today, but if not, we should add that.
Okay.
Just make a note for me.
Yep.
The teachers are self-reporting as well.
Yes, it will be to staff. I'm going to inform them of that tomorrow, but yes, the teachers, we're putting some expectations in place for staff and students.
Do we have, I just happened to run in somebody over the weekend who was a professor, and his university has a travel ban. For our staff, might we
I
consider
don't
a
think,
volunteer?
that's why we're working closely with our attorneys.
Okay.
I don't think we can do a travel ban at this point. We can, you could, even though the CDC has only recommended people that were in level 2 countries, it's a recommended self-quarantine. It's not even a required quarantine, only level 3 is required. So I don't think we're at a point where we can do a travel ban or implement anything like that at this point.
But possibly make a suggestion that let us know if you're going to these places?
Yes, that goes back to what I stated about the self-reporting, right?
That's a polite thing to do.
Correct. So we are working on it. We are being proactive. There'll be another communication coming out from Dr. Freitas this week. I'm telling, we get multiple emails a day from the state, from Illinois Department of Public Health. So we, for a single school district, we're on top of this as much as we can be. We're just following the lead of the other organizations that right now, the IDPH and the CDC.
The governor's giving daily press conferences now. If you want to tune into that too to see where things are at.
That's all I have, President Smithing.
All right.